So, 2 dice. In fact, you're in your element. This is. You are so good at this. You are so good at this. That's 3 dice. Yeah.
This will work. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yes.
There we
It
go.
worked.
Okay. Yeah, he would have got a plus too.
Yeah.
Did you roll 4 dice?
3.
Oh, you should have rolled 4.
Well,
But that's
there
okay,
is
but
a
you got the 1.
bonus.
All right then. So I assume you want a pool die.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, it feels so.
Oh, it feels good. You got your clothes back, you know.
I just used all the
Yes.
that I had to put +2 on my weapons.
Right.
And after that, he said, but you know, on the lower levels, weapons are not really allowed. I'm like, what
Well, the cookery is okay. All right. I'm just saying you're not walking in there with your full
not
desert warrior trick,
Now I have one.
forest warrior thing. Okay, so I'll say what happens. Not a problem. You are able, if you want to bring Rua along, who's busy causing a loud ruckus for some reason. You can go with Trixie if you want. Trixie's like,
I got it.
yeah.
All right.
And so, yeah, the Templar kind of glares at you and you're like, right? And so, not a problem. So,
I realized that when we were starting, I put +1 on several stupid things
oh,
that might come handy now. Actually, in
Like what?
interactions, I have +1 on pretty, +1 on stoic, and +1 on threatening.
all of these are quite useful. And I don't see why you haven't been threatening and stoic and pretty this whole time. You sort of forgot. You were out there. You were out there in the rocks for a while. Now you're in a
the
city.
desert and we
Yeah.
were killing stuff.
That's right. Yeah. Now you're dealing with people.
Mm.
Time for a little.
Time for a
right?
charm.
Exactly, or whatever. Okay, so Inigo. That's
we are going
now
down.
when you two
Thank you.
Yeah.
show up, because you had to retrieve the artifact.
Yeah.
And
Do I know the situation now? Did she tell me on the way?
a little
in
bit.
some way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe I'm better
And you're more,
understanding
and you're a
now.
little bit more like verbal now.
Yeah, yeah.
The two of you, you've got a really good feel for each other. I can tell you more about Shatra as a person.
Mhm.
Whenever you want to know, just let me know. The two of you have
Bonded.
kind of bonded in a way that neither of you is entirely comfortable with.
Can I add her as a trait?
You could?
Yeah.
Next
If-
15
if-
words.
Or
Next
should
15
it
words.
be part 15 words, or do I get it?
Automatically?
Yeah, as
No.
a game. No,
No.
okay.
No,
Fine.
you write it.
Yeah.
I write it, yeah.
And so 15 does a lot.
Yeah.
So, Christian, you are headed down, further down, so that now you are within, if not just straight jumping distance, maybe some degree of access to getting to the arena floor. If you
Slide
really
down
wanted
the
to.
wall.
Yeah, or
parkour.
jump down a level and jump off or something like that. But you would have to be really lucky. It's not an easy thing to do.
Lucky!
And,
Not my middle name.
yeah.
Not
But
thirsty.
let's just hold on a sec though, because the two of you are
Is there something I can lockpick? Is there some door?
not really.
No.
I mean, there's enough security as you go further down that shady
I
activity
mean,
like
she
that.
has this thing that she knows the right things to say.
Exactly, I know. So keep that in mind. That's definitely a possibility. But it's also a question you guys need to think about what your actual goals are here. The two of you are just beginning to show up.
I think I want to save this version because I gave him nice clothes.
Yeah.
I want to try to save the brother, so.
But I put them to fight against each other.
Yeah, so only one.
That's the problem.
One that you might succeed. Richard.
It's easy. I have a plan.
Yeah,
You know what?
I might have that. He won't be one full person out there even Frank was
Fighting parts.
but he will be alive, hopefully.
Parts of him.
Exactly.
We could knock him out. I mean, my brother, that would keep his face on the crowd also because we are interfering in, otherwise.
You do understand that interfering with an arena match like this is kind of an instant brain blast offense.
I can take it.
No,
you
you
can't.
don't understand this because this was our entire plan last time.
I was
You
starting
are
to.
changing our.
I'm not. I'm just giving you facts. You guys are becoming more and more aware of how it works around here. The arena fights are serious business. There's like
How
whole
are we
house
going to
reputations
fucking-
built on it.
What floor are we now though?
I'd say you're about halfway down the cone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many meters is it to jump? If there's like a window?
Well, remember, this is an open pit that gets narrower and narrower and narrower.
Like the ground.
So
Until-
you can
until
jump on
this
the
is the
lower, jump on the lower.
Right. You can, well, yeah, so you, at the top, you're looking over, right, a certain
Is it
amount.
slidable?
No.
No.
No, they are levels and it's not
Yeah.
easy access.
We
You
are
actually
elves,
have
we're
to
not goats.
Yeah, well,
Maybe.
you are pretty good,
Yeah.
but
Not that good.
but not enough to
Greatest
this
of all
this
time.
Legolas business. He had a special effects team. You don't. So let's see here.
Have I arrived at the couch?
Hold on,
Yeah,
guys,
sorry,
guys.
sorry.
I need to. I know. That's why I want to get to the two of you.
Yeah.
You two are just arriving.
Yeah.
We now have to move to our first confrontation.
Yeah. I reckon it's Ruth Brother. I assume I've been at least aware that she wants him back in some degree. So I try not to kill him too quickly at least. But I like probably being cautious and waiting for like a counterattack. I don't want to take the first move because I was realizing he's not himself right now. So I don't know how he's gonna act.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna be careful and observe and then counterattack.
Like
Well,
defensive fights.
Yeah.
Yes, pinning you to a handy, if he maneuvers, he's actually, although he's drugged up, he knows what he's doing. If he's going to attempt to throw the spear so that it might even be able to trap you by sticking into something. And so that's your most important problem. So if you want to call that the counterattack, work against that, you go right ahead.
Can you take precognition?
Well, that is a problem. You're attempting to use your
Right,
psionics,
no, I can't.
and you're finding that they're very muffled.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay,
Just take
go ahead. Go ahead, Christian. Or sorry, Christian. Philip, go ahead.
So he's gonna throw a spear at me. Or he's seeming to do that. How far away, roughly?
We could throw one of the vials. We do not accept, no?
Please don't.
Interference, we are at the level where the guards are more alert, so if we try to interfere, we're gonna get mind blasted and thrown down to die.
Okay, that's...
So
Now,
the
remember,
idea of us
Please
jumping...
keeping in mind too that when I say that there's this psionic blanking, that is not taking away your abilities.
Yeah.
That's just turning them into roles.
Yeah.
Right? So don't think that I'm shutting down that aspect of your character. I'm just saying that it's not as easy as it would ordinarily be.
I mean...
You're right. I mean, ordinarily you could just contact your brother, line of sight without even blinking.
We're twins, we might not even...
Right.
Whatever.
Yes. How much pseudoscience what do we want? It is fantasy. But even the biologist balks at such talk, however. I mean,
We are paternal.
Yeah.
so
but
we're-
the thing I want to get at is that you may attempt psionic activity. It's just that it will in fact be a conflict. And that you are in the same situation.
Yeah.
But so you could try precognition, but it would have to be a roll. It wouldn't be something that, ordinarily I might just make it 3 dice instead of 2 if you were using it, right? Because you could just do it. But right now, because of this psionic, the Templars blanking everything that's going on in the arena, which bleeds a little bit to the seats too.
Roughly how far away is he?
Right, you had asked that before. A spear cast in this case would not be more than 10 meters.
I want to try and rush up to him and pin him down
Okay.
with my multitude arms.
Okay. Okay, let's try it. Let's see how
So
you do.
that would be hand fighting.
Yes, it would. And I also want to say that don't forget that these rolls account for a certain amount of the fight.
Yeah.
I will point out that this is a very dangerous situation, that a failure does involve you being impaled by a spear.
I know.
Okay.
I think whatever, roughly almost whatever I do will, if I fail, it will result in me getting impaled or at least hit by a spear.
Is there anything that the others want to do?
I'm eager.
Yeah. Yes. What do you have in mind?
If I've arrived, am I in the upper parts?
Yes, you and Ashath are in the upper parts.
Okay.
She's being very incognito.
Yeah.
And besides, she doesn't really look herself.
Okay, because I'm
Anyway,
thinking that maybe
her
she-
usual poise is a little rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can take it, but I'm thinking of maybe incite a small riot. Perhaps using my out of mind and like
Feralizing everybody.
paralyzing everybody out of mind and psionics in some way.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're just like a little trouble.
Yeah.
What's your general purpose in doing this?
It would be to interrupt the entire arena.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm thinking that
Okay,
some
you're-
form of respect, keeping this.
Yeah, that's actually going to be tough. You've got a lot of minds. You know.
But it's the
Keep it orderly.
drunkards.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Yeah.
Let's start with one die though, because if you want it to ripple down,
Yeah.
that far, enough to disrupt the proceedings.
Yeah, but maybe it's enough to start in the upper levels and have it organically.
Well,
Like,
maybe.
people.
That's what the
people
dice will
showing
tell
up.
us.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
yeah.
The trouble is, again, you have you're up against a fair amount of law and order here.
Yeah.
So one die.
Yeah, sure. And then I have one die for his mind.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And then let's go all in, like with my 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And it's a fail.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
They're meant to be
We're
spent.
so
They're meant to
fun.
be spent.
Well, a whole bunch. Yes,
We
true.
are so fucking right.
Yeah.
So there is.
Oh no, you have one pullback.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not.
I have one point.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right.
And I'm in the
Listen,
fight.
guys.
Yeah.
Let's. I did something wrong. I wanted to have everybody commit to an action if you wanted to. Then we would all roll together.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So unfortunately, I got too excited about your riot, and
Sorry.
so I'll just narrate that in a moment.
Yeah,
We're going to
fine.
consider the rest more or less
Yeah.
simultaneous. Are you going to try something?
Shit.
Pomfret.
I
Do you
am
know
right
how?
now a decision paralysis. Can he decide first or?
Go ahead, Christian. Thoughts? And remember, thinking about the goal. Your goal here specifically is to do what?
Yeah,
To
that's
save
the.
both of them.
Oh, you're very generous, because I'm
save,
sorry,
I mean,
but between
yeah.
the two of you, my brother comes first,
That's
and that's
fair.
the
Well, yes,
Okay,
yes.
then we're conflicted.
No,
here.
that's the
footnotes.
conflict for me right now.
Footnotes. I understand what you're saying. Save is tricky though. It's not like you can just swing on a rope out of here, right? I mean,
No.
Yeah.
how would you mean save? It's kind of tough.
You know what? Fuck it. I throw my vial to you. I will attempt to throw my vial and hit you
Oh, just hit him.
with a vial.
You don't know what it
Yeah, we
does.
don't know if
You have to
we're
use
supposed to drink it or inject it or anything like
Yes,
that.
yes.
You have no. I might die
One
on
go,
it.
one go.
Just lick it off the ground.
That's right. So
I don't even have a tongue. I think.
now that everybody has commented, I've got your action. Last chance, Denitsa.
That's the only solution I see.
I'm gonna try to contact my brother.
Okay, get your dice ready. 2. I figure it would be 1 due to the sonic flanking, but they're, close. This makes sense. That's 2 dice.
Okay, so what's my base dice?
2.
Okay, and then 2 for hand.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I would say that it might even be 3, except that he's good.
Okay, and then I'll use my 1 proof as well.
Oh, you will.
Yes. So
Okay.
can I borrow a dice?
Yeah, sure. They're both cursed.
Yeah.
Then I'll take one of yours.
Some of these are cursed.
Yeah, the ones I
We
touched.
don't know which one.
The ones I
Um,
touched.
I take that one.
The statistician is dying a little. The dice don't really care. You
I
do
know.
understand this, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
It's
so,
fine.
okay. So you have already rolled.
Yeah.
And you should roll.
How many?
Oh, wait. To roll?
Throw.
Oh, I
You
throw.
don't have to- yeah, but
I have
you
some-
have to roll. You're agile. That's not very hard. The question is
What does
whether
it do
you
to
want.
me?
The
Whether the
question is
potion
whether you
does.
want to roll to see.
If it has the
Effect
effect I
towards-
want.
Right.
Oh,
That
what
you
is
would
that?
be rolling.
Yeah, it might
Yeah,
smash on
Yeah, the
ground.
question, so
Yeah.
it's the precision of what you're doing that
Uh,
matters. So yeah, go ahead and roll. But you have 3 dice, again, because this is unlike these activities, there's
I'll
nothing
take
really
the-
opposing
I'll
you.
take the curse
Just
one.
because
over the rest.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to catch it. I have no
That's
idea.
3,
From
and
you.
then.
You have no say in
You
this.
have no
I'm
say.
trying to save you.
That's right. Can I see the sheet?
I'm a bit worried now.
I just want to see your traits. Let's see here. Trained martial arts? No, ranged. You have ranged combat as a
Yeah.
trait. +1.
So one more?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I am a bit worried because if you poke out, you might kill my brother.
No. Okay.
Look at what happens to it.
Uh-huh. And
Little vial.
and roll and you 2. Go.
Him first.
No.
No.
Go ahead.
Everyone fails.
Oh, everyone fails.
Now I have to talk.
Yeah. Get 2 hits.
All right, let's take it from the top.
That's me.
First of all,
Did you fail? You also failed.
I failed.
Everyone.
I
That's,
think only one thing
So
I
you know,
succeeded so far.
earlier when I was laughing a little bit, I don't know if you saw that when he was describing the situation. Like, I was laughing because I was like, you know what? This will end up with all of us in the arena being, executed.
Yeah.
You were right. You got to get me
That's good as
right.
well.
yeah, I must say that at
That's
this,
where
at
we are
this point,
heading.
yeah, at this point, you are going to get a brutal psionic takedown from the Templars,
Yeah.
and you for interfering psionically,
Yeah.
and so you're basically going to hit the deck drooling.
Oh.
Right.
The floor,
No,
the
just
arena
the
now, or
not
just
down
the
below,
floor.
just here,
Okay.
right, thump, thump, right, just pins down psionically. But that of course means all the Templars are paying attention to you in this immediate circumstance, and you get spear struck, and we'll deal with that later. I think getting late, and you do in fact start an animalistic riot. It just doesn't go down the way you would want.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
okay.
So animalistic riot, but it doesn't have the
Contained.
social it's
Yeah.
contained,
Yeah.
right? And so I should say what Thashra is doing right now. She is actually looking, at what she's carrying, the lantern or thing. I keep calling it the lantern. It's an artifact about that size. She's kind of looking at it, and she's telling you basically, I needed this to defeat their big champion late in the evening. What's Axfall doing here? Right? I mean, it actually, to the two of you, it's probably a bit of a surprise. What the hell is he doing?
But she knew.
That
She's the one who told me.
that's true. She knew that he was being dragged here, so I guess that's not so bad.
But then
But-
the thing with
But the
is
brother and
that-
everything,
Well,
they
she
don't
doesn't
know anything
know
about
about the
that,
brother.
not at all. Let me clarify. I'm trying to get my mind wrapped around this. The point is that she wanted to use her secret weapon later in the most dramatic way possible
Okay.
to take out the grand champion.
Oops.
We're
That's
not
what
only
she
failing
wanted.
us, we're failing
Right.
her as
Should
well.
have killed us.
And then for you, well, let's see. I'm just debating on whether it's worse for it to hit him or to hit
My brother.
Sharuk.
Overdose.
Yeah. Well, yeah, except that it has to go badly. It's a failure. So
Badly for us,
Yes.
not for sure.
Correct.
Say.
yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean, the vial does something probably.
yes. Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's not going to be nothing. That's true. The boy. I think the best
Roll a
thing
die.
yeah, no, I need to be clear working off of what I need to do. Actually, I should have looked at my notes a few minutes ago. I'm seeing all sorts of really intelligent things that somebody wrote there. Yeah, I know.
We are happy to retcon stuff.
No, we are not. Okay.
We're heading to TPK here.
Yeah,
It's like-
exactly.
we are happy at retconning.
I'm just trying to think about what the vial is going to do. I think it is going to, it was tossed at you, and it's just going to hit you. And the question is that it's going to basically affect you.
I have an open wound. Am I seep in there?
What is that?
I have an open wound now. Am I seep
Yeah, that's
in?
true too. Yeah. And so the question though is the effect is not going to just make you more competent.
No.
It's going to probably mutate you.
Oh.
So you're going to sort of
Okay. More arms.
metamorphose and
Grow wings.
yeah, right, and basically start shuddering and mutating into something. It might not last, but it is currently turning you into a critter.
Oh shit.
Welcome.
So that is where I think we're going to finish tonight.
Okay.
Let's see their wolves what it does next time.
Yeah.